Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Wednesday and today we've got a map by quite possibly your favourite creator. And I'm basing that entirely on the Viewers' Choice Awards. We've been running for 3 months now with the Viewers' Choice Awards, and on 2 of those 3 months you have voted this creator's map in at number 1. That's 2 out of 3 months, 2 separate maps. Clearly a lot of pedigree going on. However, you don't really see too much of that pedigree in today's map. It feels rushed and it feels unfinished. Reason being, it's been produced for a YouTuber by the name of Skibbith. If you've not checked them out before, do feel free to. That's Skibbith, who's going to be doing a detailing build on this particular map. So produced for them, with them in mind, and then released to the public. And basically, it feels rushed, it feels unfinished, but it's still of a reasonable standard. You may want to check it out because it's also vanilla. But before we go and check it out, can you get that waggling stick out and waggle it around? And if you can waggle it down to the waggle button, I'd be much appreciated. That's right, waggling the like button really does help support the channel and helps me to grow a little bit bigger every single day. So thank you very much for your support. All of you, yes, you included. Today's map is Mont and Catherine by Cities. Yes, that's Cities. Clearly already excited, aren't you? Let's have a look at the start square, shall we? Start square looks just like that. Everything is fine with that one. And then if we go on and have a look at the resources, well, there's a couple of questions. Mostly, why have we got underwater fertile land? Reclaiming, maybe? Possibly. But anyway, let's now have a look at the workshop. And as I've already told you, it is 100% vanilla. We will be using the realistic 1.2 LUT, but hey, why not try it with your own favourite theme and LUT combo? Why not, indeed? Already 4,000 subscribers for this map. It's proving very popular indeed. Now, Cities is, well, he's all about the standards, and this map is all about the standards. What standards there are of a good standard, but the ones that are below standard are not up to standard. I thought I'd let you know about the standards in this map. This particular one, it looks like a perfect tunnel, yeah. I'm going to say cheat, look. Yep, we're going to go underground, and it's a hidden climb there. But I had to go back and look at that one to find it. Most people wouldn't even notice that one, and we're going to pretend it never happened. It's fine, okay? It's fine. yeah. It just it hides the little tricks there, doesn't it? Down here we've got a very nice intersection. Looks hand drawn to me. Nothing wrong with it. It just looks a bit scary to drive across. And I am I'm a wimp when it comes to that. Yeah, I'll drop it down to 20 miles an hour and inch along the highway. I don't care who's piled up behind me. I don't care. Perfect bridge. Absolutely lovely perfect bridge there. And everything else, I mean, the highways are going to be good. Now, this is all the traffic running across the map, clearly. Next intersection there. If we take a right, we'll head towards the city. And we're going to carry on. This is what we have is one highway with 2 highway connections, and all the traffic is running across from one city to the other, completely bypassing through clever design, as you're about to see, completely bypassing your city. So it's going to cut down the amount of traffic running through your city. Let me show you. Let me pull back up here. So there we go. All the traffic is running along those highways there, out of the 25 tiles. And then here, when we go into the 25 tiles in the city build, no traffic on these roads whatsoever because they are shortcutting and completely bypassing. That is clever design, and I stand and I applaud you, Cities. I applaud you. Slightly ironic applause there because I know Cities standards, and basically that's level 101 for them. It's really, really simple work. Perfect bridge coming up here, no problems with that at all. Very nice as well. I mean, this is vanilla map, okay? This is vanilla territory. Nothing is going to blow you away. It's just going to be of a good standard where the standards are good. Might have one or two minor grumbles about the way it's been rushed. This loop round is interesting. I find it a little bit tight on the inside here. I mean, you know how the traffic likes to go up onto two wheels when it's going fast around the corner, especially like cars towing caravans and things like that. Yeah, I'm down to 20 mile an hour for that corner as well, because it looks more like a corner than a bend. Little tight, not mucking anybody down for that either. It's just yeah, I don't buy that at all. Anyway, we're going to S-bend around this way across the railway. Notice we have railway, so we'll be having a look at that in a moment. And the rail is actually pretty good. Well, it's Sidai. Of course it's pretty good. This next bridge is vanilla. It lacks finesse for vanilla. The struts could have all been on dry land. It would have been a nice little touch if they had been, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Right, intersection, start square intersection. We finally made it here. This one looks fine. Okay, I like the selection of intersection. Got a little bit of pavement glitching on this side here, and over here as well. Not a big problem. Quite happy with that. And it's fine on the other side. It's just on this side. But if we drop down to road level, you'll see we've got huge amounts of blue mantle on 3 of the 4 supporting walls. Here, and here. So yeah, there's definitely a marking down for blue mantle. Now I'm trying to get rid of those glitches by raising and lowering, because I figured it might have just been that. It's not that. It is just that it's been forced so close to the road, and it's not designed for that. Anyway, over here we have where I reckon the railway station should go. And on the other side, maybe a superstore over there. I think that's a perfect location for that. And then over here, your main city centre, maybe, and just across the water there to the island. So that's good. Okay, now we'll just do the boring part, which is follow the highways back to that first intersection that we first looked at, the one where I was a bit of a ninny and was too scared to drive across it at high speed. Yeah, we're just going to make our way up the hill towards that location again, and we are S-bending backwards and forwards. No tunnel there, did I? No tunnel. Oh, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. So yeah, not too much to say. It's not one of these gloriously beautiful maps. It was probably never intended to be. Not at this stage. I'm going to leave it for Skib to fix this one up and make it look pucker. Right, okay, let's go and have a look at the rail. If we go across here, the rail runs along the coastline, which is great because it's quite a hilly map, lots of mountains going on, and by following the coastline you can maintain a level much easier, because you literally are following sea level. So it makes a lot of sense to me. Everything is good with this one. I cannot fault it. This rail is absolutely fine. So right, okay, now coming up in the asset review in a moment, we have got something from the Far East, a low-tech item from the Far East, no less. Very interesting item as well. And I've got to tell you, this week's theme and LUT combos, well, I'm absolutely overawed by them. I think it's a great combination. Yeah, hang on, this train coming around here, once again, you watch how slow it goes around this tight bend. Right down, slows right down, and then it'll accelerate away again in a second. Yeah, in a game where the traffic and the physics, well, the traffic just ignores physics. Even the train had to slow down for that bend. That's how tight that was. S-bending around again, across the bridge here, and off towards a tunnel. And if you go through that tunnel, it takes you right to the edge of the map and into the fog. So it's time for... oh yeah, the asset review, of course. Okay, now today's asset, as already said, this is the Pasar Malam Pack 1 by Ali Cafe How Yeah. Oh, he didn't get that out. And it's just a load of tents with like stools underneath them. I've not laid this out right at all. Pasar Malam literally means night market in Indonesian or Malay. And I didn't read that until it was too late. So what we've got is a day market Not in Indonesia, but in Assetville. Not even sure where Assetville is in the world, but we're driving on the right, so maybe it's continental Europe, maybe it's America, who can be sure. Anyway, Pasar Malam Pack 1, which means there's probably more to come. Please, Ali, I'm looking forward to that. I won't review it, but I might take a glance at it. There we go. That's today's asset of the day. I won't review it because we've already seen this. We'll just be looking at more of the same. But yeah, it's always good to have more. I do like more. Right, and today we're looking at more of San Miniato by Mark Fire with the Cold Embrace LUT. Loving this theme and LUT combo, and I'm loving the factoids because factoids. Okay, frogs respond more to blue light than to any other colour. Okay, when you're doing experiments on frogs and not cutting their legs off, you're checking to see if they're colourblind. Anyway, I'm sure that would come in useful for something one day. Both Queen Mary of Scotland and Charles I were accompanied to their executions by their dogs. And if the heads rolled out of the basket and away, fetch! Fetch! Oh, sorry, that's not funny at all, is it? No. Right, let's go back to today's map. So let's have a look at those shipping routes, shall we? Mont St Catherine by Sidai. It's all about the coast, and we have shipping routes. They are dead-end shipping routes that come up and stop dead. There are no through routes at all, so unless you put down a dock, you won't see any ships. They won't. It must be tempting to join those two up, though, there. I would have thought so. And then over here we have got, perfectly fine over there as well. All dead-ending nicely. Water flow, we have got rivers, and they are rivers that act like rivers. It's rare that we actually find a very good river, and this one would fall into the good river. Nothing wrong with it. And you can use this one and the sewage will pump out either side of the Mont, or the mountain, depending on what term you prefer to use. All good. So let's have a look at the map as an overview. The overview is pretty fine. It's just a little bit, yes, vanilla, and a little bit unfinished, and a little bit untidy in places. But can't really fault the creator, Sidai, for this. It might have been just said, there might have been the instruction, like, give me some sharp terrain lines like this one here. And I would then come along and take the smoothing tool there and push the brush size up a little bit and just sort of like, mess those lines up a little bit. Just mess them up and smooth it out a little bit. Like that. It's just slightly better. Just slightly. I'd do a little bit more work on that as well. That is obviously 5 seconds worth of tidying. It's just a little bit, angular and blotchy. Blotchy's the word. Look at the sand. The sand, we've got the glitching going on with the sand there, and the underwater terrain there is just very lumpy. Sure, we can have rocks and stuff like that, but that just looks like it hasn't been finished. We pick a larger brush size, push the brush strength up a bit, smooth that out a little bit, just a little bit. I might have overdone that actually, but I think that looks better. Of course, we will undo that and put it back to how it was, so we can appreciate the full majesty of the map. Very nice. The island. This is going to be a tough old build for Skibbeth. It really is. I don't feel that I've got the skills to be able to do this justice, but he is a bit of a master with all that kind of stuff, and I'm curious to see how he gets on with this one and which assets he chooses to use to really give it that French continental. It's the Essential Lighthouse. Ooh, the electric. Look at the glitching around the outside of that lighthouse. It's only against the sand, not going on with the background there. As soon as we hit the sand, we get this electric glitching around it, which is weird. It's a vanilla lighthouse, it's vanilla sand and vanilla theme. That's weird. Very strange indeed. I approve of the hedges. The hedges are top notch. Really nicely done, and I completely buy into them. Well done, Sidai, for the hedges. Point for the hedges. Hooray! Lots of build plane going on. Lots and lots of build plane. you can do a big old city here without too much concern. The river in places looks a little bit underfilled, just a little bit, not a huge issue. Maybe just tightening up that river might be the thing to do. Lots of solid mountains. You're not going to be doing much work in the mountains. There are some valleys you can get into if you want to for a little bit of forestry work, but I would suggest it's all about all this floodplain going on here, and of course the island itself. The rivers, these canyons are really deep, by the way, really deep. You know, those terrain lines are 1 meter at 1 meter each, right? That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's nearly 100 meters high directly in front of us there. Those are steep, big old canyons. Too much for my liking, but hey, this is a vanilla map and it's going to suit a lot of players. Already 4,000 subscribers. Already, that's a lot. Now, the actual real life Mont, St Michael's Mount even is built on like a tidal area, and you can walk out to it or drive out to it at low tide. Let's see what this place looks like at low tide, and the answer is this. This is not going to work with the TPB Tides mod, the one that I'm using with my particular map. Just wanted to point this one out. It's not a flaw of the map at all. It's not been suggested that you could use the Tides mod. But those of you that figured, hey, wonder if the Tides mod works with this one, because obviously it's a tidal area, well, it doesn't. Anyway, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count, because we do use it towards the end of the month, Viewers' Choice Awards. And will Sid I be number 1 with this map? I don't think so. But hey, you guys can prove me wrong any day you like. And so, aesthetically. Well, I don't think it's an ugly map. Yes, it's 120,000% vanilla. But I do like the design, and the design is strong enough to hold it up to a 3rd star. Detailing, well, I really struggled. I was going to give this 2 stars for detailing, but the saving graces on this map, very good standard of networking, and of course those hedges. The hedges alone are worth a star, and for that I'm bringing up to 3 stars for detail, but only just. Gameplay potential, I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I think the design of the map is really good. I can't give it anywhere near a 5th star because there is too much to do before you can really get on and play it. But if you're playing at vanilla level, this is a really good map for you. So, Mont St Catherine by Sid I gets 10 big stars, but no seal of approval because frankly, Sid I, you've let the whole team down. I kid you. I understand the reasoning for this particular map, and I'm sure your next map will glow. It really will. So anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. There's a map on screen now with the vote that's just been put onto it. You might be the first one to vote on that map if you want to go and watch that one now. And of course, you can check out map making. My new map should be out at the end of this week. Hopefully, all things being well. How exciting times for BonBon. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.